look, everybody. Steve Politi from the Star Ledger, joined as always by Mike Garafolo and our first special guest, truly special guest, Mercury Morris of the undefeated 1972
and
Dolphins.
Marissa Miller from Sports Illustrated.
Well, in the background.
Well, now.
Mercury, you've got to have some mixed emotions. I mean, obviously, the Patriots run is getting that team back out and what you guys accomplished in the spotlight. But at the same token, you might lose your perch on top of the mountain.
No, we won't lose it. What we'll do is, the only thing that will be lost is the word only. We will still be the first. Think of it like the founding fathers. You ever see any names changed in the Constitution?
That's a good point.
All right, so that's my point. We were the first ones to do it, and if they come along and they're fortunate enough, like we were, they'll be the second ones to do it. But think of the magnitude of the seasons themselves. 1,290 chances ago, we went unbeaten. Mm-hmm. Now here these guys are. That only shows you how difficult it is to do. So I take my hat off to them if they could cross that next step. It's like the law of quantum physics. They have just as much chance to go undefeated as they do to lose the last game.
So you guys were like the John Hancock of perfection. Is that what you're telling me?
Damn scared.
do you have a feel for this game, though?
Actually, I don't have a feel for it because I don't want to have any emotional involvement in it. Whether they win or whether they lose, I'm not in control of that. Right. So I don't want to have the outcome be subject to me and how I feel about it. I root for the Giants, and if the Patriots win, then I root for the Patriots, and I say, job well done, and I say, welcome to the neighborhood. You can move into our zip code. Of course, you can't have our address, and you can't take my seat.
Now, the Patriots have outscored their opponents by 315 points in the regular season. Most prolific offense of all time, most prolific quarterback, receiver. You can make a very strong case they're the best team of all time.
You want to notice you mentioned individuals. Let me give you a little statistic. The 1972 Miami Dolphin team, number one in offense, number one in defense, number one in special teams, fewest giveaways, most takeaways, least penalized, ran 7 out of every 10 times. 2,000-yard rushers, first time in history, and another with 600 yards. We broke the rushing record that year that stood for 36 years, falling just 40 yards short of 3,000 yards rushing in a 14-game season. And we weren't trying to blow people out. The Patriots have blown some people out, but that wasn't our goal. Our goal was simply to win the game. We lost our quarterback for 11 weeks. We ran 7 out of every 10 times. Mm-hmm. We played 15 straight games that we won, and we played the AFC Championship on the road, and we were dogs in the Super Bowl. So now, put those stats up to what the Patriots have done as a team, and then you'll find the reason why we're still best ever.
How are you on third down conversions, by the way?
Actually, number one. In stopping them and in creating them.
I thought I had them. I really did.
So
and most first downs.
now, the Spygate's back in the news.
I don't buy any of that. I don't buy any of that
Yeah.
because we're too far along in the season now. We're down to the last game. That crap happened in the first game, and I discount it none because that has nothing to do with the talent and capability of the New England Patriots. You know, I may have razzed them for a long time because they didn't deserve to be at 9-0 thinking about being unbeaten. Because unbeaten is a state in which you reach after you've played every game, then you become undefeated. Right. You're not undefeated at 9-0, and you're undefeated at 19-0. Mm-hmm. And by the way, 17-0 and 19-0 represent the exact same winning percentage of 1,000. You can't get any higher than that.
Unbeaten is a state, you said?
Unbeaten.
Is Perfectville in unbeaten then?
Actually, that we live in the state of perfection while the Patriots are in pursuit of perfection. We'll know in 2 days whether or not they can put that on their license plate.
I'm looking forward to this Reebok commercial. Do you have?
We got two endings because two endings can happen in this game.
I know you don't have a rooting interest in the game, but you have a rooting interest in which commercial you want to see.
It's a bit of performance.
No, because I have no control over that. See, you only do what you have control over. I have no control over what occurs. And then listen, that record that we have now is old enough to be president.
Yes.
So I mean, come on.
I think it should run. If not, at least on Obama's ticket, maybe. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. But where are you gonna watch the game before you can tell us?
I'm going to be watching the game at my hotel with a computer and watching. I'm going to be playing a game called Airplay on airplay.com, where it takes the angst away from actually
away.
watching the game because I'm too busy managing each and every play.
Right.
I'm not a fan, I'm a critic. So when I watch the game, I watch it like I'm watching game film. So I get, only anxiousness I get is when the camera pans to the side to get Belichick's unemotional state or to get Coughlin's emotional state, and they're not looking at the set so I can make the right call. The most important thing to me is being able to make the right call both for Belichick and for the other coach. And if this guy Coughlin has a great game, I can't take the credit for it, but I can say I was there. Right. If Belichick makes the right calls, I won't take the credit for that, but I'll say I was there every play.
If Coughlin does have a great game, you got a little bottle of Dom for him someplace in the refrigerator, just maybe mail it to him.
Nah, you know what?
How about Corbelly? Seems like a Corbelly.
No champagne. We'll wait for somebody else to do that.
Thank you so much for joining
right,
us,
man,
Mercury. Nice to meet you.
So long.
Good. Enjoy the game.
Okay,
Thank you,
man.
Mercury, and thank you, Marissa.
I know I was that backdrop you were looking at.